Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff to the single running back. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He's going to run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. they'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The run to the left. And the Noles get the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good
one. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
With the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Push down for the tackle. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Good, solid tackle.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
South Carolina, 14. Florida State, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Get set.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He wants to pass it on second down. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains at the 21.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make... has the same call.
South Carolina.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
13-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Throws into the middle of the field. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented when he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The running back has it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He rifles one deep to the left. It's complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown.
He's going for the big play. He's got it all right. Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll immediately call timeout. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Using his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
35. Florida State, 14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. And that pass intercepted. trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He's looking on the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll run play action. It's caught. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Seminole! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help him around.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a final alert coming from the clash between Alabama and LSU. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. They'll try the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you think about those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Oh, better look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Looking for the score. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Getting set for the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the catch. It's Russell. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Touchdown, Seminoles! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Here's the give off the left side. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Florida State 42, South Carolina 35.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, running back on the move. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Wide receiver shows motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The give to the tailback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, this was an offensive